Bonjour friends and welcome to a new vlog. Today I'm taking you with me on a little weekend getaway to a beautiful village called Senlis, a charming medieval town nestled just an hour north of Paris, known for its cobbled streets, ancient ruins and peaceful countryside vibes. Upon arrival, I was immediately struck by how beautiful and peaceful the town was. It felt like stepping into a postcard. But before heading off to explore, my partner and I made a little stop for lunch at one of the best restaurants in Senlis, charmingly named Chez Nous. It was a cozy little restaurant with a thoughtfully curated menu that felt both seasonal and inviting. We started with an amuse-bouche, a small appetizer offered by the chef. It was a sort of hummus made with peas and broccoli topped with a parmesan crumble. The flavors were interesting, but it was served cold. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it had been slightly warm. For the main course, I chose the fish served with pommes de terre grenaille. Those are small roasted baby potatoes with crispy skins, along with sautéed courgette and a rich, delicious tomato sauce. It was absolutely divine. I even found myself cleaning the plate with a piece of baguette to savor every last bit of that sauce. And for dessert, my partner and I ended up choosing the same thing again: French toast made with soft, buttery brioche, served with warm caramel and a delicate apple compote. It was absolutely heavenly. No wonder almost everyone in the restaurant ordered it too. Afterwards, it was time for a little stroll through the town. Senlis is a medieval gem with a rich history dating back to Roman times. Once a royal town, it was a favorite residence of the early French kings, and you can still see remnants of that ancient city walls and a stunning Gothic cathedral. Its quiet charm, narrow cobblestone streets, and ivy-covered stone houses make it feel like a timeless escape from the bustle of modern life, which is everything I love. We stumbled upon a beautiful magnolia tree in full bloom. It instantly filled my heart with joy. It stood there so gracefully, almost like a scene from a fairy tale, and felt truly majestic. Of course, we couldn't miss the cathedral. It offered the perfect escape from the heat. That weekend was unusually warm, as if summer had arrived ahead of schedule. The cool stone walls and the soft light filtering through the stained glass made it feel so peaceful inside. After wandering through the town for about 2 hours, it was time to head to our accommodation. Driving through the narrow streets of Senlis in our big BMW was a little tricky. Let's just say the town wasn't exactly built for large cars, but we made it, and it only added to the adventure.
We
We stayed in a nearby village called Chamant at a charming place called Cottage. Our room was cozy and simple, nothing too fancy, but perfect for just one night. I especially loved the bathtub, which had a beautiful vintage look that made the whole space feel a bit more special. There were even some complimentary face sheet masks waiting for us, and I had every intention of trying one in the evening, but honestly, I was so tired after that day that I didn't even bother. The property itself was lovely, a picturesque stone building that looked like it had been there for at least a century, full of character and charm. There's a large garden where you can sit, relax, and just listen to the soft buzz of bees and the cheerful songs of birds. It was the perfect peaceful end to a sunny day of exploring. I spent all afternoon reading my book, A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross, and enjoying my pink juice made of dragon fruit, lychee, apple and baobab. It really felt like summer was there and the world just paused. In the evening, we went back to the room to refresh and headed for our dinner made by the hosts. There is a common area where the meals are taken, and it was very cozy and lovely, with a thrifted decoration and a big fireplace. In the evening, we had a little aperitif with crisps and saucisson sec, though I skipped the saucisson since I don't eat pork. For the starter, I had a salade de chèvre chaud, warm creamy goat cheese on toasted bread, served with a fresh salad. It was light, refreshing, and absolutely delicious. The goat cheese was so smooth and flavorful. For the main course, my partner had duck with vegetables, while I went for homemade ravioli filled with cheese and truffle. It was rich, comforting, and full of flavor, the kind of dish that just makes you feel cozy and content. Finally, for dessert, I had an apple tart. It wasn't quite as memorable as the rest of the meal. It was served cold, and I was already so full that I couldn't really appreciate it. But I did finish my meal with a cup of tea, which was the perfect soothing way to end the evening. After dinner, we went for a little walk around the village. It didn't last long as the streets were quite dark, but it was still lovely to get some fresh air and quietly admire the stars and the moon. The next morning, we had breakfast at the same table where we've had dinner. There were so many tempting options, sweet, savory, fresh. I ended up going for the unhealthy choice, of course. But honestly, what's the point of a weekend getaway and a breakfast buffet if you're just going to have an apple? The day started off sunny and slow, just how I like it. We took one last walk through the village and along the fields, soaking in the calm. And then it was time to head back home, feeling recharged and grateful for this little escape. Thanks for watching my video and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. À bientôt!